Hey everyone, it's Crystal Neath, your intuitive tarot reader, and I am here with your July 6th and 7th daily reading for the weekend. And in this reading, I'll be picking up on the overall energy for the day. So we have the devil, we have the ring, and we also have attraction. So I'm going to start with the devil. Since it's the elephant in the room, the devil card is always about fatal attraction, a unhealthy relationship, and it can take form in different ways, whether it's the unhealthy relationship that you have with yourself, your conscious mind telling you to go push forward, you're beautiful, you're wise, you're intelligent, and your subconscious mind telling you you're not good enough, you won't make it, you're too lazy, you're too fat, it's all these things that talk you out of what you really, I guess, feel that you are, in a positive way. Now, the devil card always speaks of restrictions in some way. But within these restrictions is always a way out. And I think a lot of the times we feel like we don't have a way out. Some of you will feel this in the form of today, a marriage that you want to be out of, a relationship that you want to be out of, but you don't know where to go because you don't have any help, or you feel like you don't have anyone there to help you through this situation, or you're that mother who's working at that job that you can't stand, or that father that's working at that job you can't stand, but you have an obligation or a restriction over your life because you have to be that provider for your child. So it's not the easiest energy to deal with, but if you work with this energy and not work against it, it can help you. The devil card speaks of breaking chains of attachment to negative things. What's negative? Things that stress you out, things that make you feel addictive. Whether it's like in a drug. Some of you all will really be faced with wanting to relapse if you've been on like any type of drugs in the past and things like that. So you have to watch this energy because it can really be tricky. And the best way I feel to work with this is to put yourself in a position to where you actually how can I put this? You reorganize your routine. You do things the right way. Whenever the devil card is present, you might even have some legal situations or the government things that you have to get situated and figured out. Let's not forget the retrograde starts tomorrow, the Mercury retrograde. So everything is slowing down. And this makes sense because don't get yourself in the wrong contract, because we know the ring came up the other day for us. So it's so many things that have been highlighted around contracts and new relationships and things like that. But you got to listen to your soul and just not let your mind guide you all, because during these times, July 7th through I think it's August, like the second week of August or something like that, to where the energy dies down. When Mercury goes retrograde, you can be highly confused. You can feel like you need to move forward and you need to, file the taxes and get things done. And in reality, you just need to start organizing them so that you can file them later after the retrograde. Because it's not that you can't do anything or your life gets put on hold, but you have to re-edit and revise your life. So look at the negative chains of attachment that you have associated with yourself, so that way you can break this. Okay. And the ring kind of ties into that when I was speaking about commitments and feeling like you're trapped and all of that. So just watch it. This is heavy Capricorn energy. It depends. The Capricorns can either help today or they'll hurt. You'll know. You'll catch the vibe. You can call one and see kind of if they're a help or if they're a hurt, but Capricorn is not the most sympathetic zodiac sign. Not saying Capricorns aren't I love Capricorns. Everybody knows that, but they're just more serious. They feel like if your circumstances suck, if your life sucks, do something different. They're not the person that's going to nurture you and, oh, you can come live with me for free for this long. It has to make sense for them. They have to be getting something out of it to a certain extent. Because they believe that hard work pays off. So definitely keep that in mind. Now, I want to finish up with this card attraction, and then I'm going to get into July 7th, okay? And this is from the Love Romance Oracle deck. I know you all really like this deck. It says, you attract romance. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Like a good friend, the romance angels send you this card to tell you the truth. The best way to have more romance in your life is through action, rather through strenuous effort. You are most attractive when you are fully enjoying yourself in the present. Your joyful laughter, self expression, and body language are beautiful. In contrast, any stress you experience as you strain to find romance pushes against the stream of life. Strain comes from a place of fear with an underlying worry. Maybe I won't receive this. That fear then attracts the very thing you worry about. Stress creates wrinkles, body tension, and constricted voice, and other unattractive characteristics. So go smell a rose and fully enjoy its fragrant beauty. Allow yourself simple pleasures that lead to great joy. Affirm frequently that you are lovable and you are loved. Visualize a wonderful romantic relationship with a great partner. Take excellent care of yourself and follow your intuition via law of attraction. You'll draw romantic love to you through your own attractive nature. So, law of attraction is going to be very potent today. How you think, how you speak, how you feel is what you're going to attract today. Now, with this very restricting energy of Capricorn, that can be good or bad. Okay. So please keep that in mind for July 6th. Now let's get into July 7th. If I'm not mistaken, this is the day that Mercury goes retrograde. Okay. Well, it stations retrograde. And like I said before, you all, it's the time to where Mercury, okay, which rules Gemini and Virgo. Doesn't matter if you're a Scorpio, Cancer, Sagittarius. It doesn't really matter. This is the time to where, because Mercury rules our communication and our cars and our cell phones and the way we talk and communicate, when it goes retrograde, it puts you in a position to not be able to make the most sound decisions. You can find yourself more confused, needing help, funny. You all, look at the cards. Ask for help from others. Two of Swords and the Chariot, okay? And honestly, you all, I can't remember if the Chariot was upright or reversed. So I just left it upright, and I'll read it both ways to help you out, okay? Let me look for this. Ask for help from others. Let me see what page this is on. This is page 17. So yes, as I was saying, not the time through July, really mid-August, to make any big life-changing decisions. Not the best time to sign contracts, put a car up for auction or sale, buy a new car. I try to advise people, but of course, we got to live life. Some things happen. It's like, oh, I got to get to work. What do you mean, Crystal, don't buy a car? Well, I can't lose my job, and that's fine. But I find a lot of the times we have to re-edit, revise. It's some paperwork we missed. It's some document that they missed. It's always something that was overlooked or unnoticed, So it can be really annoying. You can see your cell phone start to glitch. You'll notice that just little issues that you never had before start to come about. I always say, cross your T's and dot your I's. I'm definitely going to be doing this. I know a lot of readers, they will stop doing readings during Mercury retrograde because it's really annoying, because you can think you sent a message and you didn't. You could be having your own things in life going on to where you're not even mentally there. And a lot of people check out. I know one of my friends was telling me, a YouTuber who she watches was like, yes, through July, I won't be taking any personal readings. I'll only be doing videos. So yeah, that's why they say things like that, because it's really annoying. The phones will glitch and do crazy things. And, you just have to really make sure that you communicate well with your partner and your friends and your boss to make sure you actually heard what you think you heard, or you read correctly what it was. Because we know how assuming and miscommunication can lead to a lot of issues, okay? So let's get started. Ask for help from others. It's necessary to do everything on your own. I'm sorry, it's not necessary for you to do everything on your own. Your angels are asking you to reach out to those around you for assistance. By allowing others to lend a hand, you greatly increase your chances for success, and your plans will begin to move forward. The help you receive may also include important information provided by knowledgeable individuals. The stress of doing too much can create both physical and emotional health challenges to you. Surround yourself with loving friends and family who are willing to be able to lighten the load, and you'll begin to feel much better. Well, that's nice. So it's kind of giving us a nice nudge that we will have help today on July 7th if we ask for it, but we have to do it. We can't put a lot on ourselves because we'll be in a position of feeling overwhelmed. And this is when we get into the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is a card that makes me, yes, when I see it and I read it for a Libra or a Gemini or Aquarius, I know exactly what's going on. They are just, their mind is going a million miles per minute. They're thinking about this one thing over and over again, and they can't stop. They have this big decision that they need to make, and they just can't decide what to do, and it's driving them crazy. And then they're confused because what if I do this, but then what if I do that? And it's just like, stop. You can't perform at your highest level of greatness if you're not at a great place in life. If you're upset and sad and crying, you can't sing a song, okay? Because you're going to be sounding all choppy and crappy. So the Two of Swords says, don't put yourself in situations that constantly confuse you. Don't put yourself in a relationship that never gives you a clear answer to what you need. Nobody should have to play a guessing game. And so it lets us know that this Mercury retrograde today specifically is going to deal with a crossroad. We're going to be faced with the decision, and we're going to be a bit confused on what to do. That's why it's saying ask for help from others. Reach out to someone else, because if you try to do it all by yourself, you're going to make the wrong decision today, and then you're going to regret it. So, and granted, if you're not feeling this confusion, if you're not feeling this indecisiveness, you might see everyone else doing it like, what the hell is going on? And it's okay. Be that person to help. I feel like we always need to be in a position to think about if we were in that person's shoes, with respect that that person would do the same for us. Okay. Now we also have the Chariot that came out. And once again, it's funny because I was saying how Mercury rules communication and travel and things like that. Not a day I would book a trip, okay? Not a day I would even pay for a trip, go on a trip. I wouldn't, because even though the Chariot is here, like I told you, I honestly don't know if it came out upright or reverse. Upright, it's a beautiful card of victories coming your way. Help along the way through this journey, balancing out the demons that we face every day to keep going, but also in knowing that this too shall pass. So why am I being overwhelmed? I am this spiritual being having a human experience. So I have to not allow myself to get too caught up in the motion and just calm, because help is always on the way. It always comes in some way. So a lot of us, that will be our help to help pull us up. But also, and this is strong Cancer energy, okay? So we can all reach out to a Cancer if we know one. But the Chariot could have possibly been in reverse, which can speak about delays and victories, delays in travel, not surprise. And if that's the case, then still, once again, get back to the angel answer card of ask for help if you need it, okay? Really what I'm feeling overall, you all. I hope that helped. Hope you all have an amazing weekend. And if you ever need to get a private reading with me, you can do so by emailing me at crystalneath@gmail.com. Have an amazing one. I'll talk to you later.